Today I want to show you the Opel Monza story. The history. The Opel Monza was a sports coupe from the Opel automobile brand, which at the time belonged to the US automobile group General Motors (GM) and was built from February 1978 to June 1986. It was derived as a three-door coupe from the Opel Senator A and also underwent the same facelift measures. Stylistically, the Opel Monza was based on the Chevrolet Monza, which was built from 1974 in terms of both the silhouette and the wide B-pillar. The Senator was a four-door notchback sedan, while the Monza was a three-door coupe with a large tailgate based on a floor assembly with a 25mm shorter wheelbase that came from the smaller Record E and Commodore C models. The Monza's distinctive B-pillar was designed as a roll bar. The development. It was a sporty, dynamic, confidently under-control car that was what the Monza offers. The rear independent suspension with rubber-mounted triangular semi-trailing arms has it also be having. The large volume rubber metal damping blocks and mini block springs was also be offered, and the engine with modern L-Jetronic fuel injection. The Monza specials equipment that it gave was a 5-speed transmission. You can also see it on the pictures. The Opel automatic transmission, headlight wiper or washer, the passenger side exterior mirror, the air conditioner, the speed controller, the steering wheel high, the steel crank roof, the leather interior, the electrically heated front seats, the Recaro seats, the central door locking, and additional instruments. The Monza Special Equipment Part 2. It has split rear seat back, it has a radio, electric window regulator, and additional speakers, electrically heated front seats, and antenna, heave isolating glass, high performance tires gave it. Also, you can see all these equipments as it was by part 1 on the pictures. The model history from the Monza A from 1978 to 1982. In September 1977, Opel presented the Senator and Monza models at the IAA in Frankfurt, which then came onto the market in April 1978. Initially, only 6-cylinder inline engines were available as 2.8-liter carburetor and 3-liter injection engines, which were followed in the summer of 1978 by another 3-liter carburetor engine. The first version of the Monza A1 was built almost unchanged until April 1981. Then from May 1981, as was the case with the Senator at the same time, the intermediate Model A1 Plus was delivered with more streamlined exterior mirrors, a modified dashboard, and new fabric covers, but which still had bumpers made of chrome-plated sheet steel. The Monza also received the 2.5-liter injection engine from the Commodore C, which had an output of 100 kilowatt, 136 horsepower for the Commodore, 96 kilowatt or 131 horsepower, and replaced the 2.8S. The 3.0S remained in that range until July 1982. Until revision in November 1982, only inline 6-cylinder engines were installed. The Monza A image overview. Here you can see the Monza A1 in green, in a darker yellow one, so I think it was for the British market, the identical Vauxhall Royale Coupe from 1979. Yes, and the model history of the Monza 8U that it gives also was from 1982 to 1986. In November 1982, as with the Senator A and Record E, the major facelift was carried out. which brought changes to the hood, headlights, bumpers, and other parts. From March 1983, Opel offered both Monza and Senator with four-cylinder engines, SC2.0e with 84.5 kW, 115 horsepower, which was replaced in November 1984 by the equally powerful 2.2 inline. The dashboard, the instruments themselves, and the installation depth of the radio slot were also revised. Overall, the equipment has been significantly upgraded. Here you can see the Monza 8U in the image overview. It gives the Monza GSE. That was the powerfulst version that you can see in the picture. In the picture left. Then it came the white one, which also is the Monza 8U, which all pictures you can see there is Monza 8U. Then it gives a convertible conversion of the Opel Monza. That was the KNF C5. Yes. Then it gives the Monza GSE, how I said it, that you can see on the picture, yes. And the latest model changes. Part 1. In August 1983, the highest equipment line of the Opel Monza appeared with the name GSE. It differed significantly from the equipment variants of the Opel Senator. The Monza GSE was only available with a 3-liter 6-cylinder injection engine with 132 kW, that was 179 horsepower. As standard, there was a sporty interior with Recaro seats, a leather steering wheel, and among other things, an onboard computer. No seat heating was available for the GSE in conjunction with the Recaro seats, unlike the comparable Senator CD. There was also a sporty chassis and additional plastic strips in black. Their 3-speed automatic transmission, which was available at an additional cost, was replaced by a 4-speed automatic transmission. From the end of 1983, digital display instruments from VDO Automotive were offered for the first time at Opel in the Monza GSE. These could be unofficially cancelled again. The Monza GSE and the latest model changes into Part 2. These were later used as standard in the Cadet GSI in the same form but with smaller housing dimensions. The usual chrome strips on the GSE were black and anthracite. In the summer of 1985, the last chrome-plated interior trim elements, door handles and openers on the Monza C and GSE were replaced by color-matched plastic elements. This was followed by a slight modification of the interior light, which was replaced by a larger one from the Opel Kadett E or Opel Ascona C. From autumn 1985, the Monza could also be ordered with a regulated catalytic converter and a revised 3-liter engine. Here, however, instead of the usual 132 kW, 179 horsepower, this only produced 115 kW, 156 horsepower, and was also used in a modified form in the Opel Omega A and on Opel Senator B. In a small series of 144 copies, the Opel Monza 8U was converted into a convertible by the KNF company that you can see at the picture by the 8U series. That was under the name KC5. 22 examples of these vehicles served as the basis for the Biter SC Cabriolet. Other informations about the Monza. There was also an Opel Monza in South Africa. This is what the notchback and convertible versions of the E-Series Kadett were called there. The unrelated Chevrolet Monza derived from the Chevrolet Vega that was sold in the USA from 1974 to 1980, which you can see on the photos. It gave also a Monza concept, that was at the year 2013. At the IAA in September 2013, Opel presented the Monza concept vehicle. This 4.69-meter long vehicle was intended to provide a glimpse of the future of the Opel brand. And the Monza production ending, that was in 1986, so it has a production from 8 years. This was such a great car that you didn't see often on our streets.